Hello.
Welcome audiences to Hon Krasue. Today we will talk about social issues that happen everywhere on the world, including Thailand.
Nowadays, bullying is an important problem that shouldn't be overlooked. This problem is common in school. The clip that everyone will see is an example case of bullying in school.
On 2018 October the 11th, a shocking clip of fourth-grade autistic student being bullied by a group of older students at school in Thailand, Phayao, went viral and has drawn sharp criticism. The clip shows a group of 8th graders repeatedly and violently pulling the hair of the young girl until she falls to the floor.
Another clip shows some of the older students kicking the girl several times and so hard that she started crying out loud. The 8th grade group of students are now on probation, but the victim family are insisting that legal action be taken against the culprits. This action shouldn't happen to anyone. What do you think?
I think so. It's too brutal for anyone to be bullied. Follow the information from now on.
The importance of the problems. Bullying is aggressive behavior among school-age students that involves a perceived power imbalance to intimidate someone. A study in Thailand found that bullying behavior among students and teenagers with 10.3%. The most common age is between 11 to 15 years old, with 40% of students who are ever being bullied. Moreover, a study in middle school showed that there was as high as 81.7% in students age range 12 to 15 years old. The study of bullying behavior in relation to gender, it was found that bullying behavior in males was more than females. Accordingly, the victims and the bully were found around 86% in male and 69% in females. And it was found that the most common places of bullying were in school. 40.5% in classroom when the teacher is not present, 29.4% in corridor or stairs, 22.6% in the field.
As you can see, that's the most common place of bullying were in school. So now we're going to focus about the problems of bullying in school.
And based on the research related to bullying behavior among middle school students in a province of central Thailand, they did research on a sample of 425 students in grades 7 to 9 from 2 schools and study using questionnaire. The data were analyzed by using descriptive statistics and chi-square statistics.
And from that document, there divides bullies into 6 types. And let's take a look here. We got verbal bullying, physical bullying, attacks on purpose, indirect bullying, social exclusions, and sexual bullying. And other than that, the research also do find parents are bullying and the parents are being bullied, and then their breakdown into 8 ways. Let's see here. We have used profanities, nasty word, bad word, the word that makes you feel uncomfortable, use offensive word about race or skin type, punch, kick, push, anything make you feel hurt, not inviting to play or do activities, expressing sexual opinions, threatening over them to do things they don't want to do, make up lies and spread rumors, stealing money and snatch things. I think you can get the points of it. Let's see the graph then.
Next, I am going to talk about the information or patterns of bullying others. The information we got them from the students who are in different class and different grade, which in the primary grade and secondary grade, within 425 students as a sample group. We divided into 8 ways of bullying others, and we divided into 2 groups of people, which is the group who never done it before or only done it 1 or 2 times around in 2 months, and the group who done it 2 or 3 times in each month or more. The results of the data analysis reveal that the top 3 patterns of bullying others, the first one are use of profanity, which is 26.4% or 112 people. The second is the use of offensive words about race or skin types for 14.6% or 62 people. And the third is the people who punch, kick, push, or punch hard for 9.9% or 44 people. Other than that, in less amount of people, there's also people who are not inviting to play or do activities, the people who are expressing sexual opinion, the people who threaten or force them to do things they don't want to do, the people who make up lies and spread rumors, and the people who steal money and snatch things inorderly. Next, we are going to talk about patterns of being bullied. We use the same group of the students, which is 425 students, for this information. We divided into 8 patterns as the same before, and we divided into 2 groups, which is the group who never done it or done it only 1 or 2 times, and the group who done 2 or 3 times or more. From the results of the data analysis reveal that the top 3 patterns of being bullied are: the first is use of profanity, which is 54.1% or around 230 people. The second is use offensive words about race or skin type for 25.6%, which is 109 people. And the third is make up lies and spread rumors, which is 23.3%, which is 99 people. Other than that, there are also people who punch, kick, push, or punch hard, not inviting to play or do activities, expressing sexual opinions, steal money and snatch things, and threaten or force them to do the things they don't want to do, in less people, in orderly. From the information about the pattern of bullying others and being bullied, we can conclude and analyze that the most common form of bullying is the use of profanity, which can be seen as a form of verbal bullying, because it can happen easily both in front of people and behind the back, in any time and any place. And there is no physical damage happen, but aims to hurt feelings.
Next is about the percentage relationship between sex and bullying behavior. By investigations for the total sample number are 425 people. For the column 1, bully, and column 3, bully and bully. Male gap goes higher than female gap, but for the column 2, bully, and column 4, 11%, female gaps go higher than male gap instead. So, sex is related to the bullying behavior significantly. Well, where does the bullying happen? There are 3 popular places. For the first is in the classroom, got 40.5%. Second is in the front of the classroom or stage, got 29.4%. And the last is school ground, got 22.6%. For the short, the most popular place that students are bullied is in the classroom. And it actually occurs when there are no teachers or whenever they are not under control by adults.
Next, I will talk about an unpolite person mind. Let's see the first pie graph. The first pie graph is student thoughts or feeling when they saw people being bullied at school. The first is feel pity and want to help, 44.1%. The second is feel little pity and didn't feel much, 35.7%. And the last is ignore and think they deserve to be bullied, about 19.6%. The second pie graph is student reaction when they see or understand that there are people who are being bullied. The first is try to help people who were being bullied, 28.9%. The second is ignore, 28.7%. The third is doing nothing but thought they should help, 20.5%. The fourth is just look at what's going on and do nothing, 15.8%. And the last one is response. They would join in the bullying, 6.1%. The third paragraph is attempting to prohibit or stop the action of students when other students are being bullied. Find that when they see people being bullied, most students sometimes will try to ban or stop it, 29.2%. The second is almost never stop bullying, 22.8%. The third is always stop the action, 18.8%. The fourth is almost stop the action, 15.8%. And the last one is rarely or once in a while did it, 13.4%. The first paragraph is join the bullying. When there was someone being bullied by student, then other would do a bullying following that student. The first is didn't do it, 31.3%. The second is participate or maybe do it, 18.4%. The third is didn't do it decisively, 17.6%. The fourth is don't know either, 14.1%. The fifth is probably won't do it, 9.4%. And the last one is will do it, 9.2%.
Involvement of others. 28.2% of students have involvement of school friends, parents, teachers, or adults. When bullying behavior tell others that they have been bullied, while 22.6% of students have never told anyone. The first chart showed that the person who was bullied told when bullying behavior occurred. It was found that most of them would tell their friends at 25.2%, followed by 16% is telling their siblings. It shows that it depends on the context of age, the fact that they are close to the people at the same age, and telling friends will help them to escape from being bullied. And another 15.2% is telling their class teachers, 14.6% is telling their parents, and the last one, 12.9%, is telling other staff in school. The next chart is about attempting to prohibit or stop the action of teachers and adults when students are bullied. Mostly teachers, around 55.1%, are trying to stop the bullying behavior. 15.8% is always trying to solve the problems, while 12.5% is often, 13.6% is occasionally, 13.2% is sometimes, respectively. But it is almost 44.9% that the bullying problem has never been solved. The last one, this chart showed about dealing with the problem when the advisor when bullying behavior occurs. It was found that almost 75.3% of the class teachers have to deal with the bullying of students. It can be justified to 19.1% is always deal with the problem, 19.8% is usually, 12.2% is rarely, and 24.7% is hardly. From the result of the study, it can be seen that most teachers try to stop the bullying and it can help to reduce this behavior. But sometimes it was found that when teachers are told, they didn't take any action on it. Perhaps this is maybe the result of a few students told the teacher that they are bullied.
Hello everyone, I would like to talk about bullying behavior, affects mental health and behavior. Bully. A bully in adolescence often results in unruly, aggressive, violent behavior, and they are more likely to use alcohol and substance abuse as an adult. They also become an aggressive gangster and do something in illegal ways. Bullied. Being bullied results in feeling of regret, and people who are bullied feel that they don't belong to anywhere or fit to anyone, often isolated from society, pessimistic, difficult to adjust themselves, decreased school grades due to fear and insecurity when going to school.
low of self-confidence and self-esteem, and also they can become depression or have suicidal thoughts. Let's go to see more detail from academics.
Thank you, Mrs. Chotikan. Hello, everyone. Today, I'm going to talk about how to cope bullying in school. There are 5 ways. The first way, when you feel you are being hit by a bully, focus and examine yourself. If you find yourself wrong, you should apologize and fix the problem. The second way, do not respond, use stillness to fight. If the problem is caused by others, you don't need to try to change yourself to please them. The third way, talk to your family, your teacher, your friends, or trust people. You should be brave enough to share your problem with others. The fourth way, legal proceedings. You can report this to the police in order to take the further legal proceeding. The fifth way, self-worthing. We have no need to pay attention to the words of those who say what to do is being yourself without hurting anyone. You should accept yourself and find the ways to deal with the stress. Thank you.
Back to the studio. Thank you, Professor Chayutpong Chodokpong.
Finally, resolving problem of the bullying. Bullying in society is a problem that shouldn't happen to anyone or in any society, and this problem should be seriously solved because not everyone can deal with bullying every time.
And for anyone who is experiencing this kind of bullying, we recommend you to try this method and apply them, which believe that everyone will be able to overcome this problem well and will grow up to be a stronger person in the future.
That's all for today. Thank you and see you next time. Goodbye.